That would have been really, 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 really bad. Just do a stream and not record it. Like, whoops-a-daisy. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, well, let's drop in. Track one, for those of you who are on Patreon or YouTube, I kind of forgot to press record, so we missed the whole beginning part. But don't worry, all I did was tell us a terrible dentist story that you don't want to hear anyway. So only the 100 people that were here got to hear about my dentist story and the bone scraping. By the way, just to like finish up the story for you guys, but also leave everybody else wondering what the fuck happened. I currently have exposed bone in my mouth. I showed my son yesterday. I tripped out when I saw it, and I showed him. He's like, holy fuck. And then I was like telling my wife, and she was just like, nah. So it's strange. It doesn't hurt, but yeah, there's like bone. Anyway, okay. All right. Gonna be disappointed. See, this is why I want to watch it. That's why I want to watch it. Koopa's saying you're gonna be disappointed. Great Chaos runs circles around us. Let's find out. Let's drop into track one. Lord of Chaos. Starboy, Out of Town of the producers. New Ken Carson project. First time listen. Just came out. Here we go. Track one. I'm already kind of cool with this. I'm no Lord of Chaos. I got my spirit in control. When I say I tell them, they so fresh stiff, yeah, stick got like a mold. North, south, phone, go nowhere without the pole. Pin ground, tatty, yeah, thought I saw me so. I won't look at the lyrics. I already kind of like him in vibe right here. I dropped out when I black, non-lit, charcoal. This is loud as fuck. Oh, shit. Niggas ain't going to the bank on me and that bitch more than the teller. Came by what you said, I got that shit right in my cellar. I go like I like this like dude in the background. I'm on the bullshit. This bitch got me high. I'm on the bullshit. It's almost like playful, like almost silly, like a dark silly. Wow, fuck, that goddamn bass is great. I love it. Oh my god. Kind of cool with that one. Something that I find it kind of jumps out at me at first. There's no real like structured drum beat type beat going on. It's just like this fucking blur, wall, distorted sound shit. And I like that. I do like that. Just fucking, I like that. And I feel like departing from more of like a conventional beat style where you can clearly hear like the beat and the drums or whatever you want to call it, and then putting all this distortion in, I think that mixes really well. Not like an audio mixing, but just like in terms of a blend, an experience. I think that pairs together well. We're not gonna bother with like a conventional beat. We're just gonna fucking push a wall of sound the entire time. And it's relentless in that it's just like a constant just wave. It's not like pulsating at you, which I kind of like. Oscar says this is kind of ass. Respectfully. Good for you. Be respectful and all. I'm not gonna worry about lyrics. If something catches my ear, great, awesome. But the thing about Lord of Chaos in terms of track one, like I'm just picturing this shit live. And that shit live is going to be loud as fuck. And they've already built into the distortion. So like you could hear it in an arena and it'll still sound amazing because the fucking echo reflection will just amplify the distortion and make it all fucked up. And it won't matter because it's just a wall of sound. Okay, let's move on to track two. Track one got a heart. He announced an arena tour a week ago. Yeah, sure. And Jackson's on with the stream in the living room. Cool. All right, let's get into track two. This is called Exposed. We got Legion and Sky. I suppose that's, yeah, probably Sky. Track two. All right, let's jump in. Track two. Track one, I'm cool with. Let's see how this keeps going. God, it's just loud. It's so great. It's just so loud. Like, just, God damn. He's almost drowned out. Ken Carson. God damn. Oh my God. I think Ken's too quiet here. Yeah, he's too quiet. A little early to pause, but he's too far in the back. Like, I feel like he is not matching what the sound is doing in terms of production. I would love this is why I wanted to listen to this, because this tends to challenge me, because I just want to slip into the metal lane, right? And so I would love to hear some of these trap guys just fucking go off on the vocals. Just fucking scream this shit, yell this shit. And imagine if it was like a yelling, well, that might sound like total garbage, yelling rap, basically. That might sound pretty fucking bad, honestly. That might sound awful. But he's too quiet. He's not matching the energy of the production here, in my opinion. It's so like just bled out. God damn. Oh, nice little lightning up here. Even here, he's still too quiet. I think too with the beat, I don't think I would have had the runtime this long for this track. I feel like that would have been a good stopping point-ish around there. Or change up the beats on it. Although it is nice when that bass comes rolling right back in again. Huh. I don't know how I feel about Xposed. Ken's too quiet, and on first listen, right? First listen, Ken's a little too quiet, and I think it just runs a little too long, especially within that beat structure. I mean, track one with Lord of Chaos, I was cool with just a wall of sound, because it's a wall of sound for 2 minutes, and it's like, all right, let's move on to the next one. You know, this one, they stayed in that lane a little too long, in my opinion. Not necessarily a bad song, but I wanted a little bit more variation, or just trim it down a little bit. Anyway, there you go. There's first listen for Xposed. I haven't really heard too much in terms of lyrics that's jumping out at me anyway. I do like this: 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for these badass sad-ass hoes. And what was the other one? 1 for the money, 2 for the thoughts, or some shit like that. That was kind of funny too. All right. Okay. Is that the that's the longest one? Is that your? Oh yeah, there is one more. That's 350. The others are shorter. Okay. That's probably good. Now the question is are they going to mix up the production? We've got 2 tracks that were kind of similar in style, wall of sound, and I'm fine with that. But you can't do a whole album like that. People are saying the next one gets better. Spinach is saying every song sounds the same. One trick pony. Maybe. We'll see. This is called Money Spread. We've got Cliff Chain, we've got Lucrative, and we've got Lucian producing. Lucian sounds familiar. Did Lucian produce on his previous album as well? That name sounds familiar. Anyway, this is track 3. It's a quick one, 145. Yes, okay. All right, that's why I recognize him from then. All right, here we go. Track 3, Money Spread.
Money spread, money spread, money spread, money spread, money
heavy bass,
money spread, money spread, money spread.
But it is blowing out everything else, which is fine. But they can't do it every time.
I got 150.
God, I love bass.
Money spread.
So much.
Money spread. Peace and blue like bubble gum. Peace and blue like bubble gum. Peace and blue like bubble gum.
I don't care about lyrics.
Show them my money spread. She spread her legs. Yeah, I got her sprung. Caught her fucking castle every bedroom. The master tall model. Bitch, so fuck this.
God, it's just rumbling like a motherfucker.
This where chaos first is beautiful. Then it's a disaster. This a money spread. Honey's going up my leg. Yeah. She wanna ride. She wanna ride. I told her to get on the pig. I'm on the side of her. Could've been a gynecologist. Broke it for
I could have been a gynecologist. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh, okay. That one just drops right at the next one. We'll pause right there. I know I'm trying to just hear if there's actual transitions or if it's just hard cut chops into the next track. Either way, it's kind of fine. Doesn't really bother me one way or the other. This is where I like, we're only 3 tracks in, right? What are we, like 6-7 minutes into an album? We got to start shifting sound a little bit. Like, I like distorted wall of sound. I like crazy consuming bass. I like that shit. But you just can't do that over and over and over again. So, okay, but we got to get a little bit of variety in here. Otherwise, it's going to be an hour of the same thing. And it's just like, well, who gives a fuck, you know? I'm all inside of her. Could have been a gynecologist. My God, dude. Poetry, right? Pure poetry. Here's another classic poetic line here. Tall model, bitch. To fuck this hoe, you gotta use a ladder. Now that's just plain old logistics right there, right? And maybe a little bit of geometry, but that's fucking. These guys crack me up sometimes. It's more chaos. First it's beautiful, then it's a disaster. This is a money spread. Hundreds going up my leg. I don't know what that's about. Lyricism as its peak. Yes, at its peak. All right, let's move on to track 4. So far, I'm okay with where we're starting, but we can't just keep doing this over and over and over again, in my opinion, because to me, I'll just get bored. So we got Root of All Evil, Starboy, Out of Town, 16-Year-Old, and Bass are doing the production. This is track 4. And let's see if we get any variance in sound. Let's see. Here we go. God, they're just rolling this bass in.
I'm about to pull this shit. I'm about to roll this shit. I'm about to show this bitch. Turn ISO, have me the ball. I'm about to score this bitch. I go Chris Brown wild to wild. She know how I get.
I go Chris Brown, wall to wall. Is he referencing what I think he's referencing? Oh, it's an album or a single. Okay, I thought he was thinking something. I'm okay with this one. I feel like vocally he's doing a little bit more. He's kind of shooting in through the bass a bit more. I'm emoting in her. Oh my god. You can't tell me shit, can't tell me nothing. Root of all evil, I've been getting that money young. Out of all people, I think I'm the one. I think I'm the. So what was going through my head on that one was, I feel like already, we're only 4 tracks in, I feel like this album, you have to listen to it live, basically. I have had experiences in the past where I've been cool with an album and it's been all right. Most notably was, for me, Queens of the Stone Age. They're, rock band and cool band, great songs, all this other stuff. I never really got into them until I saw them open for 9 Inch Nails. Those guys fucking played their asses off. After that concert, and this was, like 2004 or something, I went out and bought every CD those guys had. They fucking rocked live. And this album, I feel like I'm having the same experience where basically, because of the type of sound that he's pushing, because of the type of energy that he's pushing, basically, when you're sitting at home like this, right, you kind of go, oh, okay. But if you're there and you've got a wall of speakers there and you're watching the whole crowd do this shit, like it's a totally different experience. And sometimes people make music kind of specific for that live experience. Now, I don't know anything about Ken Carson. I don't know anything about his goals and his musical aspirations and what he's trying to achieve on an album. But I feel like this is going to be way better live. Juice WRLD. Anyway, this album at a concert might cause casualties. Yeah, right. Right. I mean, last summer I went and saw JPEG Mafia at the Palladium in Hollywood, and that was like I think there's like 1,500 people in the venue or something like that. And Peggy's music is great. I love his music. Obviously, he's got a lot of energy too. That shit was out of fucking control, man. I was on the floor. That shit was amazing. That was a hell of an experience. Let's keep going. I'm starting to think we're not going to get a lot of variation in sound. Okay. Again, part of this, listen, I want to compare it to music. Yeah, I want to compare it to his previous album. I want to compare it to my own aging self. If I'm starting to turn into a dinosaur and be like, oh, this fucking shit all sounds the same. So far, it kind of sounds the same. But that's all right. Track 5 is called K-Hole. Producers are KP Beats and Lucien. Let's drop into track 5 and see what we got going on here. Oh, interesting. A little bit of change here. That distortion wall isn't blowing through everything. Okay.
She gon' lick it up. You must been listening to Travis Scott. Now you a fiend, huh?
Now you a fiend.
Oh, you fucking with them niggas. Now when the fuck y'all teamed up?
Interesting.
Methazine, I put that lean up. Super fry. Everywhere I go, I got a double cut in autopilot. Got my wings on flying. She gon' tap me up. Catch her out the picture.
Okay.
No security. It's just me and my phone in this bitch. I ride the show on hot on Steam and I need my coins. It ain't by where you at.
I'm good with this one. I'm good with K-Hole. I don't know what the fuck it stands for. K-Hole. I like that he just keeps going too. There's no chorus. He's just fucking rolling through. Back off just a little bit. One thing right there, that section right through there. That section right through there. I really wish. What are these sounds called? Are they called like hi-hats or whatever? These like light tap drum sounds. I don't know what the fuck. Are those hi-hats? Is that what they're called? K-hole is when you get way too high on ketamine. Okay. Oh, snares. Okay. Let's back up like 15. We're going to back up like 15 seconds. Because, well, about 10 seconds or so. That little section right there where basically the beat loop is coming around. And they get onto the snare roll. I feel like this section, I backed up. Well, let's do it again. Just imagine this snare roll. Instead of like this really like light snare, it's got like a hard, almost like tribal clack, like clack, 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 that kind of a sound. We'll just roll through it again. Listen, imagine that sound through this snare roll.
I got customers, he don't got no reason. Hey, he just know I fuck with her. Pull up that Lamborghini skirt. That's a V10, yes, sir. She got on a mission.
Right through here. I just want fucking hammering claps right there. I think that'd be badass. There's like that keyboard in the background. I like that Ken just keeps fucking going. Super fry. Everywhere I go, I got a double cut in autopilot. Got my wings on flying. She gon' tap me up. Yeah. You know what? That one, so far K-hole is my favorite. So far, K-hole. I like that there's still the distortion layer in the bass. And Lord of Chaos, I said I like that wall of sound. That's still true. I like the wall of sound, but they basically did that for 4 tracks in a row. So I like that they take a departure from that production style. They get off of this like just constant, basically, you know, like exhaust. Fucking I like K-Hole. Some variety there in the production. They kind of coming back it off a little bit, coming back in. Ken Carson fucking puts in the work. Don't ask me what he said. There was actually, what was it he said early? There was something he said. If you complain how I make these hits, then pussy, make one. I like that. If you don't like that I make it like this and that it's successful, make your own fucking song. Stop talking shit. Go make your own song. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. I like that. Respect for all these hoes. I never exposed the bitch. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Adam Sandler reference. Pocahontas reference. Nikki, Scotty. Huh. I'm cool with KO. I think so far, to me, that's the strongest one. Although I do like Lord of Chaos as the opener. Bob doesn't have a partner yet. Are you talking about Twitch? Are you asking about Twitch, Tomato? I can monetize. I've chosen not to because I don't stream enough to justify subs. So if you're curious to subbing, I recommend Patreon because that's $2 instead of $5. And you can watch every fucking video I've ever made and all that kind of shit. I like K-Hole. K-Hole was good. K-Hole was good. All right, let's move on. That helped. I was getting a little nervous. After the first 4 tracks, I was like, God, is it just going to sound like this the whole way? Next one's called Trap Jump. Got Little 88, Evan Moitoso, and Screer for production. Dropping into track 6, Trap Jump. Nice. They cleaned out the sound. Good. Good energy. Yeah. This was fucking good too already. I give him 3 strikes so deep. I turn a zip to a quarter to half. Yeah, to a whole pound. When I get down with a game, but if you got a billion, I like this. There's like this wall of sound in the back. Just like this presence. Trippy. Yeah. This one's good. Yeah. Trap is good. Yeah, I'm cool with this one. I like the siren shit. This is badass, man. This is great. Where the fuck your chains Interesting that they fade too. Yeah, bro woke up, sounds more alive. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Now, good production. See, and this is great. Like, honestly, already I would have just dropped Xposed. I would have not had Xposed on this album. Because then you would have had Lord of Chaos, which is 2 minutes. You would have had Money Spread, which is 1:45. And then you would have had Root of All Evil. And so that would have given you about 7 minutes or so of that like distorted wall sound. And then you drop into K-Hole. And then you drop into this. I think if they would have cut Xposed, yeah, that would have been better. Anyway, it gets better as it goes on, like a whole lot of red. Matt Proxy, first time chatter. Welcome, sir. Good catch. Catch on the live stream. These are rare. I like Trap Jump. I like K-Hole. I like Trap Jump. And what's nice is I no longer have this fear of, oh my God, it's all going to sound the same. No, it doesn't. The Trap Jump did a good job of like having a nice, clean. But then what the fuck was that? Like, it almost sounds like a jet getting ready to take off in the background. There's just like, it wasn't like static or noise. It was just this sound in the back, but it was like all swelling up and then it'd kind of go away and then it'd come back. That shit was bad. It was cool. No, it wasn't hi-hats. It was just like almost like white noise, just in the background. Trippy. Very trippy. Like not distinct, but certainly there. just this presence of sound, and then it'd kind of go away again. But it made like this imposing, looming feel over this track, man. It was fucking cool. Next one's crazy, Blakk Rokkstar. All right, let's drop into Blakk Rokkstar, track 7. Let's see. This is okay. Oh, we got Filthy producing. All right. We got Warp Star. I love this producer name. E in this motherfucker. And Young, emphasis. Okay, track 7, Blakk Star. Here we go. Let's check this one out.
Fuck. That's on
What the fuck?
Step back, fade away, I'm shooting shit up. City, state, young bullshit up. What the fuck? Not surprise.
Ah, cool.
Who told you lies?
Shifted out of that like spooky sound.
Mom, do you see? I made my whole flock before I caught the Lamborghini. He reached for this chain on my game.
There's this little sound.
I can't show you how to pop it, her. She like teach me, I don't need no jury.
So it's cool too, man.
Got that water, think she from a jury code. I'm a Blakk Rokkstar.
Okay.
I'm a Blakk Rokkstar.
I'm cool with this one too. We'll see where it goes at 350.
I'm a Blakk Rokkstar. I'm a Blakk Rokkstar. I'm a Blakk Rokkstar.
I'm a Blakk Rokkstar.
I'm a Blakk Rokkstar. I'm a Blakk.
I kind of like the fucking around the keyboard right here. Oh, fuck, there's Filthy. There's Filthy. There he is, that motherfucker. God damn. Oh my god. God, imagine that shit live. Fucking A. It's almost got, I don't know what the term would be. It's like this like fucking reverb. Like there's so much distortion. It's like distorting off of itself. This fucking wham, what it's going on with the beat, the production here. This shit's fucking bad, dude. It's so blown out. Water faucet, she don't gotta leave up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bankroll too big, can't rubber band. Oh yeah. And it fades out. Interesting that they've done a couple of fade outs on these tracks. So this song, that second half, the sound, the audio style, it sounds like I've already been at the live show for 45 minutes and I've already gone deaf. And that's the only parts I can hear now. That's what it fucking sounds like. It sounds like my ears are already completely blown out. I've been screaming for an hour. I can't hear a fucking thing. Yeah, people aren't liking the fades. I'm not really, I don't really have a problem with the fades, but they are odd. I'm surprised that they're doing fades. I don't know. I mean, there you go. I'm curious if there's if there's an intentional decision there, or if they just just fucking fade it. I don't know. Interesting. 99's Lila, who's on 2% left on the phone. Fucking, I'm cool with Blakk Rokkstar. We're in the pocket now. We're doing pretty good. Kind of a little bit of a shaky start, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. Okay, track 8. It's called LiveLeak. We got Sky. We got Gabe. We've got Noah Mejia, maybe, and then Kavi. I don't recognize any of them. I mean, Sky was on a previous track. Anyway, all right, let's drop into track 8, LiveLeak. Here we go. Ah, fucking God. God.
I don't need no these that turn me a little bit tight, got it. Plot, cool, no malice. Baby, try hydraulic. My bitch do narcotics, yeah. My bitch let on the road. Rust out home.
I like how the distortion kind of has its own beat to it. It kind of like pulsates. I think they took the distortion out a little bit. I'm cool with this one too, man. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, don't really care, but I like what he's doing vocally. I like that he just goes. Nice flip. Oh, very cool, actually. Not a nice flip, actually very fucking cool.
Yo, all this money coming in, not like bank. No Andrew Jackson, only being frank. Bitch, I'm in, feel like Call of Duty, trying to up my rank.
Trying to up my rank.
You put on my partners, gonna leave stank. I'm on 10, my
ooh, and it fucking drops it down. Oh, I love that. The fucking, like a diving board. Again, fading. I don't know. You know, I was a little surprised people were cranky about the fade. I'm cranky about that fade. I don't. It was going so fucking. It was going so well. It was hitting so hard and so crunchy, like fading. I don't know. And then how are you going to do that live? That's the thing. I think that's really what's upsetting me is I'm really trying to take in this experience from a live perspective. What's this going to sound like live? What's it going to fucking feel like? You can't fucking cut that shit live. Everyone's going to be like this and they'll be like, what? Whoa, what happened to the PA? What's going on? What happened to the sound? It went away, you know? Very odd. Very, very odd. First time chat. Bob, did you see the clip of Londale Ray fans crying in the crowd when Kim came out on stage because of how loud the 808s were? No! Oh my god, that's amazing. I want to see that so bad. That would be amazing. Is it? That's not real, right? They're not actually crying because it's too loud. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Jackson's been subbed for 4 years. That's fucking cool, Jackson. 4 years. You know, I appreciate that. Yeah, it is fun being here today, right now, like going through this, because who knows how I would have felt about it a couple years ago. But, you know, I got to say, at this point, we're 8 in. Ken's going pretty hard. Production's going pretty hard. Like, they're hitting it. You got to hit it. So far, the only track I'm not cool with is Xposed. I think his vocals were too light. He didn't feel like he was in the song. It just didn't feel like he was up to speed with this. Not like up to speed, but he just wasn't matching the energy of the song. And then it just runs a little too long and not enough variation. I'm gonna right click it. I'll save the clip. Oh, they're covering their ears. This is fucking amazing. I know you guys can't see it, but it's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you all. Thank you for sharing that. But the fades. I know. Sorry, I just opened it in another tab. Oh, sorry. Well, I'll watch it. I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again some other time. I don't know why I don't watch it now. I think it's because I'm recording and I'm trying to stay within my structure of my video and all this other shit. But if you're scared, you should have stayed the fuck home. Oh, that's fucking great. That's fucking great, man. I'm a little cranky about the fade out on LiveLeak. I'm a little cranky about that. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just fucking cranked it all the way into the very next track. Anyway, all right. Well, let's move on. This one's called Diamonds. Lucian's on here again. We got Esco as producer. Esco. No, I'm thinking of there's a different Esco. There's an Esco I interacted with years ago, but he is a different person. Different person. I think it was Esco. Anyway, Lucian, Esco, Casket, Bart Howe, and Mazo for production. This is track 9. This is Diamonds. This is another long one, 3:49. long one, right? All right, here we go, track 9. Drop it in. I'm starting to vibe with this, y'all. I'm starting to vibe with this. Oh, I like that like higher distorted section. I like what Ken's doing here. It's kind of matching this higher vibe. He's chilled out just a little bit on his flow. You can stay over there. Oh, fucking another good beat switch. God damn. God damn. God damn. Jesus. No wonder the Lana Del Rey fans were crying. God damn, dude. Came from Rapid car like 160. That's 200K just to play and I ain't done with it. Hell yeah. Fucking loud as fuck. God damn. Perfect. Thank you. See, that's how you do it. Don't fade out. Just fucking end it. End it. That shit was great. Dude, Diamonds. This is a great run. We're on a great fucking run right now. K-Hole, Trap Jump, Blakk Rokkstar, LiveLeak, Diamonds. Fuck yeah. All of those. Solid as fuck, man. Yeah. Pits are going to be ballistic. Like, I'm seriously thinking about buying a ticket. I want to go see this shit. I'm hearing it. Now I want to go see it. I want to see all you crazy fuckers out there. I'll be up in the seats where it's safe. Where the old people can be. Holy shit, dude. I mean, I just want to see the floor look like a fucking ocean in the middle of a 9.0 earthquake. Just fucking wham, 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 going nuts, dude. Nuts. That's fucking bad. That's bad. You know, if I do buy a ticket, I probably would get in the fucking pit. I probably would. I had a great time in the Peggy show in the pit. I'd probably go I'll have to look up Ken Carson and see if he's coming. Like if it's Sacramento, I'd like to go Sacramento. I'm not wearing flip-flops again. That was my biggest fucking noob mistake. First time in the pit and I wore flip-flops. That didn't work out too well. I'll have to look and see if he's coming through Sacramento or something like that. Because I ain't going to San Francisco. I hate going to San Francisco. It's such a pain in the ass. About to announce a tour. Yeah, good. I'll keep an eye out. It'd be fun to see this shit live, dude. Like, so far I'm enjoying this more than A Great Chaos. So far. I'm enjoying this more. I feel like he's just doubling down. And it more chaos. Great. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, this is cool. I don't even give a fuck about lyrics. Let's move on. Track 10 called Dismantled. We've got Cliff Shane, we've got Lucia producing. Let's see. So far, album experience has been a little shaky at the start for me. I was a little concerned, like, oh, it's all just going to sound the same. Xposed really kind of got me in the gut. That track. Ken, his vocals were kind of, well, you guys know that. But now we're about halfway through, and I'm really enjoying this. So let's see how the rest of this album plays out. So because we still got 12, 13 songs to go. Anyway, all right, here we go. Here's track 10, Dismantled. Curious to see, can he fucking keep up this kind of energy? Like, does it just keep going? There he goes, answering my question with a yeah.
Yeah, too much money, can't fit it in my pants. I stopped belt, hold my pants. I ain't from zone shit, but I got a little bitch from the east side of that land. How you wanna roll? I can't go surfing. That nigga broke bands.
I feel like Ken's putting in work here again too, man.
This shit for my fam, yeah. If she don't pick up when I call her, ain't calling, get spam. Take it to the Ray, won't tell her, so ain't nothing I can't handle. Ready, bitch, jump out when I get to the hotel, she getting dismantled. Yeah, can't be canceled. Yeah, can't be fucked. So I ain't at the bus.
Can't be canceled.
Show you some right the truck. Before we take it to the next level, baby girl, tell me who you fuck with. Yeah, who you fuck with. Yeah, ain't fucking with the old. I'm trying to get that bank.
It's just saying how there's like they like isolated all the distortion into the notes. So there's a lot of distortion, but it's not a wall of distortion.
Do shit for my fam, yeah. If she don't pick up when I call her, ain't calling again, can't spam. Take it to the grave, won't tell her, so ain't nothing I can't handle.
Fun playing back and forth between clear notes and like this distortion shit. Yeah, this beat scratches the brain. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you know, and I'm really, even though I'm ignoring pretty much everything Ken Carson is saying, like I'm not paying attention like lyrically, I am listening to him vocally. And I think this is why, like, the more I think about it, the more Xposed really bothers me, because so far on everything else, he's been doing so good at like, he's got this variance in his flow. He'll speed up a little bit, he'll slow down a little bit, he'll crack off a little bit. And it, to me, listening to him vocally paired with what's going on with the beat, I feel like he's pretty intuitive to what's happening with the beat and matching the energy and shifting around with what the beat is doing. It's not like he's just doing his vocals and then that's it, I'm doing my vocals, and then they do a beat or whatever. Like, he's doing a good job of interacting with the energy of the beat. Let's see. Synth says, Ken Carson really proved that he can switch up his flow and make these crazy beats catchy. Yeah. Album gets better with more listens. This is my fourth with you right now. It sounds so much better than the first. Yeah. Yeah. And like, yeah. And, you know, in terms of like rapping, a lot of people say, well, you have to have this complex rhyming scheme and all this other shit like lyrics. And I get that. And I mean, I agree with that. So I'm not really worried about those aspects of rapping. I'm more just paying attention to his energy, what he's putting out onto the track compared to what the production is doing. And so far on pretty much all the songs, except for Xposed, I'll try to stop whining about that. I'll try to stop. He's there. He's just, they're toe to toe. The production and the vocal performance is just, they're just right back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're in the same lane together, which is great. Certified Xposed hater. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I was not impressed with that track. All right, let's move on to 11. This is 200 Kash. We got Forever and Cons XO. I don't know. I guess that's how you say it. That's his track 11, a shorter one, less than 2 minutes. Dropping in 200 Kash.
ROC.
We're kind of slow down a little bit.
She so curious, always want to know what I'm doing. I'm booting like a boss in red sock, not the brewing. Try that hot shit in the winter, I'm so fucking cold.
Interesting. It's almost like a rage ballad. Yeah, it's like quiet ambient rage. Trippy. I like. I mean, this is like almost beautiful right here. Huh. Even on this one too, like Ken Carson's doing a good job of just matching the energy. Interesting. Like that song almost feels like a breather, you know, because we just had Trap Jump, Blakk Rokkstar, LiveLeak, Diamonds, Dismantled, and it's like, fuck, I gotta like catch my breath. And so that's the track where in the pit, everyone can like stop and drink their water and like fucking wipe the sweat, right? Just, oh fuck, yeah, I'm so fucking tired. Just take a little break on 200 Kash, take a little break, and then get ready to fucking ramp up again. Well, maybe, who knows? Interesting track. So different. Huh. It is like a chaos ballad. Bob Ken shows are crazy. They watch every song, the intro, song, outro. Huh. I'm gonna have to look up a ticket. Maybe it'd be fun. Maybe it'd be fun to see Ken Carson. But Ken Carson probably doesn't. Does he just open for other people, or does he have his? Is he gonna do his own tour? Is he gonna be his own tour? I'd kind of prefer that, honestly, rather than him opening for somebody. It'd be cool to just see him own tour. Okay, all right, oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna look into tickets. Maybe I could catch a Ken Carson show. All right, this is track 12. It's called Down to Earth. We got 16-Year-Old and we got Side Us as producers. I think both of these guys are new on this album. I don't think these names have come up before. He sold out 10K venues. Nice. People are going to open for him. All right, cool. Nice, man, nice. All right, here we go. Track 12, Down to Earth. Another kind of chilled out jam. Putting a little bit of variety into the album.
Yeah, she's so down to earth. I earn mess up purse. I'm the one who turned her up. I put bands on her. Earn bands rotate her. No feelings, it's not love. I've been spending, it's never enough.
Been spending, it's never enough.
You can bring a friend if you fucking with me. Don't fucking waste time, sin. No rush, I'ma take the time, yeah. No rush, I'ma take the time with it. This shit got big, I'm a business. If you mind yours, you wouldn't be any feelings. This is how I'm fresh, out the skillet. I done did run, go on pop willing. You don't dress like me.
Kind of spitting a little bit through here.
Like Billy. Man, I'm trying to make a beat. Oh, you think he tough? I don't see it. Oh, them niggas hating, that's just rage, babe. Oh, you
Rage,
thought I
rage.
went on that, I'm on the same thing. Pull out deep, we
Like that
hit
he
black
kind of
trucks
chilled
all
out
day,
here.
Chains and watches, you know how we better. Good brain, she went and got it. Butterflies when I'm texting your phone. I want your mind, I want your body. Yo, she was down to earth, yo. Now you stuck
Now
up.
you was down to earth, now you stuck up.
Get that time back. I'm on your timeline, and for you, babe, you can't decline it. I done lost it, whoa. I don't know where my mind at. She a bossy hoe. But how that work, I'm the one who boss up. No matter what you do, it'll never ever be enough.
Interesting song. We're actually going to talk a little bit about lyrics here. A little bit about lyrics on Ken Carson. Because she's down to earth. She's so down to earth. I'm the one who turns her up, put bands on her. No feelings is not love. I'm spending, yeah, it's never enough. Fuck with me, I'll fuck with you 10 times. No rush, I'm going to take my time. This shit got big on my business. If you mind yours, you wouldn't be in your feelings. So this is kind of an interesting track because, you know, it starts out, things are going well, and it gets a little rocky. I do like this line a lot. All that dick riding, go and pop a wheelie. That's a pretty funny line right there. There's the concept of dick riding and then just telling somebody go and pop a wheelie. Like, you be riding that dick if you pop a wheelie. That's some dick riding right there. You don't dress like me, you look silly, get bully. I don't post that much. I'm off the grid. I beat the case. Fuck the pigs. This shit made me crack up too. Shoddy wet. I'm like, oh shit. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. Can't let nobody get in your way. You gotta be you. Can't nobody steal your stage. They're hating. That's just rage bait. You thought I wasn't on that? I'm on the same thing. Good brain. She went to college. Butterflies when I'm texting your phone. That stood out to me too. Butterflies when I'm texting your phone. I want your mind. I want your body. I'm all about you. Whenever you need me, I've got you. So important on my life. I don't know where I'd be without you. So I mean, like, in terms of lyrics, you know, like I don't know a whole lot about Ken Carson lyrically. There's not a lot I'm paying attention to on purpose. But I feel like in Ken Carson terms, he's saying a lot right here, you know? I'm addicted to you. How you got an attitude when you're the one that fucked up. I thought you were down to earth. Now you're stuck up. I wish you could go back to how it was at first. Can't get that time back. So it's kind of interesting song. You know, meeting somebody, having feelings for him, trying to treat him right. Shit don't work out. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I just lost it. I don't know where my mind's at. I don't know why, but the term bossy hoe cracks me up too. Somebody being a bossy. You a bossy hoe. She a boss him, but how that work? I'm the one who bossed up. No matter what you do, it'll never be enough. Interesting, man. Kind of surprising. Just like a little bit of vulnerability there. A little bit of opening up by Ken Carson. Let's see. Am I listening to the one with 21 tracks or 22 tracks? This has 22 tracks. That ends with the track that has Playboy Cardi and Destroy Lonely. That's what we got. Okay, good. Interesting. Kind of cool, down to earth, you know? Yeah. Unexpected. So now we've had 2 songs, kind of chilled out. Will the album stay chill or will it pick up? I have to assume it's going to pick up, right? It's got to pick up a little bit. That's what I'm expecting. Had a good push, man. Tracks, 5 through 8 through 9? Yeah, good run. This one's called Confetti. This is track 13. We got 16-year-old. We got bass producing again. We'll see where we go. Now we're basically getting into the back half of the album here. This is about 3 minutes. Track 13, Confetti.
Shrimp and steak, we eating good. Where the fuck curry?
Shrimp and steak, we eating good.
Yeah, we up $1 million on the nigga. Came from smoking switch, hand me down. Got on from my sister, so they look like they put you down.
Kind of picking up the energy a little bit from the last 2 songs, but not like spiking up the energy. Okay. I'm okay with Confetti. I love a bitch with a schedule. She's got her shit planned out. That's fucking funny. I don't have any problems with the song. It's cool. It's fine. I feel like... Well, I'll let it finish. It's kind of talking. Ain't meaning to break your heart. Didn't do that on purpose. So, 200 Kash, Down to Earth, Confetti. I feel like these songs in the album are giving us, like, we're taking a break. Just taking a little bit of a break. Because, especially with 200 Kash, Down to Earth, those were pretty chilled out. This one, not as chilled out. Like, I feel like we hit the brakes just to take a break. And then this one, now we're kind of coming out of that like, slowdown. And we'll see if that's true with Naked or not. But what I'm questioning right now is, like, do I actually want that from this album? Do I actually want to take a break in an album called More Chaos? Paul asks, it seems like you like this album more than iMusic. So far, I'm enjoying this more than the original release version of iMusic, the 30-track version. I made a playlist that's 22 songs. I like that playlist quite a bit. As an album, so like iMusic, it was kind of an odd release. The way like what was it? The track 1 was supposed to transition into some other one, and they fucked up the order, so they didn't even transition right. Like, it felt like they just with iMusic, they took 30 songs and went, okay, here's all of my music, rather than arranging that and kind of trimming it down a little bit and stuff like that. This one so far feels a little bit more consistent. It feels a little bit more intentional. It feels like they had a vision. Here's the vision. We're gonna execute this idea. That's what it feels like it's doing. So in terms of album execution, I think More Chaos is doing a better job. But Do I want it to do what it's doing right now? Because I almost want it to just be balls to the wall for like 40 minutes instead of having some of these extra songs that make it go an hour. So let's move on to 14, which is called Naked. We've got Forever, we've got Ivy's, and Mental Producing. We'll see if it ramps back up again or not. I Am Music is something a music imposter would say. It's pretty funny. Swamp Izzo said in an interview that they had 24 songs submitted at midnight of release day, and Cardi said, nah, let's make more, which is why it was delayed and 30 tracks. Yeah, and the album kind of feels that way. It feels rushed, which is odd given how long it took for it to come out, essentially. That's why I rearranged it and made a trimmed down version and tried to, like, it matters a lot, track ordering. And that's why I'm talking about 200 Kash and Down to Earth and Confetti this way, because I feel like we're taking a break and it feels intentional. Confetti especially feels like, okay, we're going to notch up out of this break. So we'll see what Naked does. If Naked ramps up again, I almost want to think, fuck those 3 songs entirely and just keep it full throttle the whole way, you know? Anyway, let's move on. 14, Naked, drop it in. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, see, we're picking up again. And I like... Oh, but see, this is already a good energy following Confetti.
Just got shout, she freak. I gotta see her before she leave. It don't matter where you go, but you gotta get away from me. If that's your hoe, that's my hoe too. We got mutual flings. She so
We got mutual flings.
Never in a ring. Gotta keep her, yeah. Real hoe, she passed around. Do you 10 minutes max? How your pennies on the ground? This relationship whack. I don't mind being solo. I mean being single. No, I don't wanna mingle.
I like this, like, kind of sliding around distortion. Yeah, I like the sound. I like the sound of this one. There's a little gap there. Ken sounds good here again too. Like, he's done a good job just pairing with the production. There's a tone in this track. If that's your hoe, that's my hoe too. This song makes me think back to Dark Times by Vince Staples. That was my favorite album last year. Amazing album. And at the end, it's got this outro where the girl's talking, and one of the lyrics in that album is, actually, I don't remember how exactly it goes, but she's talking about the lyric and how it's easier for a girl to come up and give Vince pussy than it is a hug. And how fucked up that is. This song, I feel like this song kind of like pings off of that emotion, that feeling of, you know, I knew you 10 minutes max. How your panties on the ground. You know, it don't matter where you go, but you got to get away from me. If that's your hoe, that's my hoe too. And you get into this verse. This relationship shit is whack. I don't mind being solo. I mean being single. No, I don't want to mingle. The way her mood swings, you think she's bipolar. I can't give you a pass. You got to stand on what you said. I ain't got no ops. Already dead. There's some other shit. Antisocial. Left. I saw your text. Left it on red. Not insane, but I'm not sane. I need my meds. Where was you when I put in pain? Where was you when I got in that box? Like, again, Ken Carson doesn't strike me as the person lyrically that's going to like open up and tell us his life story and all these things he's going through. But I feel like he's just living there's these little hints that are bubbling up that he's mentioning. You want me to be your boyfriend, girl? Why are you trying to lock me up? I'm all rage energy. I keep it 100. Interesting. Fucking these... I don't know. Because the track itself too kind of has a vibe, an energy. It's not, how do I even describe it? It's not like glamorous. It's kind of seedy, if that makes any sense. It's kind of dirty, kind of grimy. And this question, knew you 10 minutes max, how your panties on the ground? Like, that's just gotta fuck with your head a little bit, right? A little bit. That's gotta fuck with your head. Especially if it's a girl who, like, if that's your hoe, it's my hoe too, we got mutual flings. Like, you've gotta, I can only imagine having this kind of fucking job, this kind of life, being around, in this environment where you're just like, who are these people that'll just come up and fuck anybody, that kind of a thing. That's gotta fuck with your head a little bit. Anyway, sorry, I'm just kind of like off in this own little world right now. Ah, shit. All right, let's move on. Kryptonite is the next one. That's track 15. I'm kind of cool with Naked. Kind of curious to see if we pull up out of this low that has, in my opinion, intentionally been placed in the album on purpose. It feels like we're going through a sine wave right now. We'll see if the sine wave arcs back up again. Cliff Shane is producing on this one. Track 15. Chat is saying this is the best one off the album. All right. Track 15, Kryptonite. Starting to hit a little harder again. Oh, interesting though. Oh, more of a vibe going on. Oh, wow. Wow.
I fucked her on the first night. I had that little hoe, her singing like she the performer and my dick the mic. This dick her kryptonite. I got her
dick hypnotized. Oh my god. Dick hypnotized. This one's kind of a cool, just chilled out. Yeah, the yes, for sure. Yeah, this was pretty cool. Somewhat reminiscent of Kid Cudi's legendary Ooze, or his I can see how you guys have that stuck in your head. Yeah, that was good. Again, though, he's kind of touching on a little bit of shit. I mean, it's not a lot, right? It's just a little. Just a little. This shit is hilarious, though. Singing like she the performer and my dick the mic. This dick or kryptonite. I got her dickmatized. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Can't lay up all day, baby. I gotta rock these shows. Can't lay up all day, baby. Gotta make these songs. Every time we link, it's like the Twilight Zone. Like we're the only two that exist. You're the experiment. I'm the scientist. Goddamn, I can't believe you're mine. I guess this is what God sent when I told him to send a sign. I mean, that's really kind of neat. One of the things I talk shit about when it comes to trap or when it comes to rage, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right, is I feel like often the lyrics are pretty shallow. I don't fucking care about the clothes and the bitches and what it, like, I feel like they're all kind of saying the same thing in a very general sense. Not all the time. There's a lot of great songs out there, but generally speaking, I tend to get a little bored because I feel like we're just saying the same thing. Ken Carson's saying some shit. He's saying something a little different here. It's kind of nice. If everything's really perfect timing, then it's about that time. Why you keep calling my line? Girl, you need to leave me alone. I'm with my bitch right now. That is also hilarious to me because what a flip from, I guess this is what God sent when I told him to send a sign, to, you need to leave me alone. I'm with my bitch right now. What the fuck? Oh my God, dude. It's just funny to me. Like, oh my, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, but don't talk to me right now. I'm with my bitch right now. But then he goes to the next, he goes, I never blow up your phone because there ain't nothing I can do to make you answer. And that's odd. Well, not odd, but like very peculiar. You know, here he's essentially saying he's got these feelings for this girl, and when they're together, it's great. And then obviously he's got his side thing going on. But then when he tries to reach out to her, she don't answer. So what an odd balance there. Especially too which was it Naked. Yeah, this relationship shit is whack. I don't mind being solo. I mean being single. You know, like, interesting. I wonder if Ken Carson has a little bit of Tyler the Creator in him. Whereas I love to talk about Tyler and how he loves to fall in love. Tyler the Creator loves falling in love. That guy just can't get enough of it. Interesting. Keep going. Yeah, that was good. And yes, you guys are absolutely right. Yeah. That shit makes it very catchy. Tim Charlie, seems like no one ever answers their phone. My phone has been on mute for literally like 10 years because I used to work night shift. So I just put it on mute. So I was trying to sleep during the day. And then when I got off night shift, I left it on mute because I kind of forgot. And then I realized, oh, this is actually really nice. And then my friends realized if they call, I don't answer. So they stopped calling. And then I was like, God, this is really nice. I don't like talking on the phone. I don't mind texting. I love talking to somebody in person. I don't like talking on the phone. So I never answer my phone. And I get so many spam calls now these days. It kind of sucks. Anyway, that's my story. Pretty good story. Let's move on. Track 16. You know what? I'm fairly impressed so far. Wait, where's track 16? Psycho. There we go. Fairly impressed so far. It's going to be interesting how it goes with additional listens and not pausing, because we had a good hard run and then we like dropped off, and now it's kind of picking back up again. But let's see how it finishes out. This is track 16. It's called Psycho. We got 16-year-old and we've got Free Nilo for production. This is a 2-minute run. Track 16, Psycho.
I'm a psycho, ride the show for the bitch all night though. Rub a bitch ass like a gyro. You get hit with the CO2 pyro. You gon' see this one, gotta leave flames. Bitch, you never had
good contrast. It's lighter notes and that fucking thick ass bass. God damn. That shit hits hard when it comes in.
I jump right on the beat and start sliding. I jump right in your bitch, I'm diving. I'm tryna reach a new level, I'm striving. I'm tryna fly, baby, shit I we in poems, come. Shawty just got a tangle like she fresh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you baddies, you got your looks right along. Gambling with my life, I'm trying to hit me and say
I like that little open section.
I can't go when it come to these hoes. I'm a pro with these bitch. I ain't stressing about that pussy. I don't need one to hit. I just be focused on me. Yo, gotta stay focused on me. I just be rocking these shows. Coast to coast, 500 a week. I ran this shit up, but I ain't never been to attract me. Lately, it feel like money, the only thing that attract me. These niggas can't kick, I'm catching they hoes, yeah. I'm the goal.
They get catching their hoes. I'm the goalie. I'm a real psychopath, baby. They got nothing on me. American Psycho. Oh wow, that fucking dumps right into Inferno. He's saying a little bit again. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Where was it? Where was it? I ain't stressing about that pussy. I don't even want the head. I just been focused on me. Gotta stay focused on me. Just been rocking these shows from coast to coast. 500 a week. I ran that shit up, but I ain't never been attract me. Lately, I feel like money the only thing that attract me. I mean, money the only thing I'm attracted to. I'm a stand-up guy. I don't need no gang to do what I do. I don't know how, how far to take this, like, lyrically, in terms of taking him seriously, because I never really know with some artists, because sometimes they're just saying shit, like, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But I feel like Ken, he is leaving these little hints, these little nuggets of just, this is who I am right now, and he's definitely, swept up in the whirlwind of being a rock star and going on tour and having the money and the girls and all that kind of stuff, right? But every now and then he's just like, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to focus on me, trying to focus on money. Kind of only want the money right now. And that's fine. And I hope, the reason why I paused to talk about this at all, I hope he's doing something smart with his money. I hope he's putting it somewhere where basically in a couple of years or however long, right? Like if he gets to a point where he's like, okay, I'm done. He can just be done. That's all I ever want for anybody who like makes it big and gets a bunch of money, is like, just set yourself up so you don't have to fucking work anymore if you don't want to. And so hopefully his headspace is in that area somewhere. Just focused on me, got to stay focused on me, rocking these shows. And maybe even just from a music perspective, right? Like, I ain't even fucking worried about anything else. Just got to make these shows, do a live show, make music that's great live. So far, all of this is going to be pretty good live. I think so. Do you think it's better than Great Chaos so far? It's my first listen. So far, I feel like I've enjoyed it a little bit more than a Great Chaos. But I'm also stopping and talking, and that interrupts a flow of an album. So on that note, let's have the bald man shut the fuck up. We'll drop into Inferno, which has got filthy producing. This is a 2.5-minute track. Track 17. Drop it in. Oh, weird. The audio's weird. It feels like my headphones are halfway plugged in or something. Hopefully it's just like an effect. There we go. There we go. I knew I could trust Filthy. I knew it. I knew I could trust him. Although now it's like, now it's almost muted or something. It's weird. It's different. Now it feels like the other side of the headphone isn't plugged in. I want more from the audio. I feel like something's missing in the audio. Ken sounds a little muted, and I feel like there's like a layer of production that is not in here that should be in here. Yeah, I want to like it, but it sounds a little odd. With mixing, right? I try not to be too picky about mixing. I'm not always successful, but I try to go, okay, decisions are being made specifically to make it sound a certain way. And, maybe the decision was a poor decision and doesn't work out, whatever. I try not to get too hung up in mixing and how something is mixed, because I don't know how to fucking mix. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about mixing music. I don't know, I can have my side of the experience, the listening experience. So with this one, in terms of listening, I feel like Ken's a little too quiet. And I feel like, I literally feel like there's like a production sequence that was missing. It just feels like it. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't want to sit around and be like, oh, they didn't mix it right. Because the people who make this music have infinitely more experience at making music than I do, because I've made zero music. So anything they do is worlds beyond what I've ever done. Anyway, but with Inferno, it just sounds a little odd. It does sound a little odd. And DD Legends says it best. Most times the mix for artists are intentional and other times it's just straight horrible. Yeah. Well said. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Inferno, okay. I like what it was doing, but in terms of the sound, I wasn't really clicking with the sound. This is track 18. It's called Thanks. We got Filthy, we got Lucrative, and we got Lucian producing. Pretty good little crew right there. Let's drop in track 18, Thanks. Yeah, this already sounds just richer than the previous track. Already sounds richer. Seems like the album's gonna be chill for the rest of the way. And obviously Ken sounds way better here too. Like those two tracks compared to each other, night and day difference. I like this one. This is cool one. Cool, thanks. I knew that our relationship wouldn't go far. For you, I ride a bank. For you, I would have found a way to Mars. For you, I would have gave. Sometimes he like trips over his words a little bit. It sounds like this one, and then right there, that little section, like he kind of like it gets a little bumpy on his flow. Sometimes there was another one too. I think it was Naked, where he said, I don't mind being single, but then it's like he corrects what he says to create the rhyme for the next line, but it just kind of comes off as bumpy. I backed it up just a little bit. Listen to how he goes through this part right here. This whole like going to Mars part. For you, I ride a bank. For you, I would have found a way to Mars. It's kind of funky. Anyway, not a big deal. Just something I noticed. I got 3 hoes with this 2-seater. I'm trying to see who gon' ride. I got 3 hoes with this 2-seater. I'm trying to see who gon' ride. 3 hoes, but it's a 2-seater. What a conundrum. How do I solve this problem? Oh my God. And I like that he's kind of giving a shout out to people who supported him. Fans, family. Does it roll right into the next one? Not really. Kind of. I mean, kind of a quick break there. I got 3 hoes, but it's a 2-seater. Damn it. These 2-seaters. No matter how much she fuck with you, don't ever post that bitch. Don't ever post that bitch. Don't ever post her unless you know her. Like the back of your hand, you gotta know her. This little bitch right here is so annoying, she getting ignored. It's funny to me to see or to hear all of this like social media existence in songs, you know, like it's just such a part of culture now. It's so woven into everybody's life that like it's just in music and talking about don't post that pic, don't post her. No, don't do it. Don't do it. It's just funny to me, like how woven into people's lives it is, that it appears in art, you know? Thank you to my clique. Thank you to my fans. Thank you to anybody who helped me become who I am. Thank you. Goddamn, thank you. And then this line, they're fucking with me now, but they wasn't with me shooting in the gym. So I have to assume like maybe one of his early music videos was just shot in a gym or something like that. I'm assuming. I cut that bitch off. She's crying now. She's shedding tears. Only thing I fear is you breaking my heart. I knew you wasn't the one from the start. I knew that our relationship wouldn't go far. It's gotta be tough. I think it would be tough. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Like, really, as soon as I think that the thought that I'm not going to share, so that's all pointless. I always wonder about these guys who get married, like professional athletes or whoever, movie star. Like, why the fuck would you get married when you're young and you get all this money and you're getting all this attention? Like, Just seems like a disaster. I understand the desire to have a meaningful relationship. They're great. But at the same time, if you're living that life, it's just got to be so fucking hard. So hard. Let's go. Let's keep going. Cool, thanks. Seems like the back half is going to chill out. I was kind of hoping it would ramp up again, but maybe, the first half is where he's putting all the real chaos and then just kind of chilling out in the back half. This is track 19. It's called 2000. We got Filthy, we got Sam Green, and Drew Kash. Drew Kash sounds familiar. Anyway, all right. He was born in 2000? Wow. Well, at least he was born before 9/11. That's like my cutoff point. If you got to be born before 9/11, otherwise you make me feel very old. Anyway, here we go. Track 19, 2000. I like the hit. Good hit. Doo-doo-doo.
I was born in 2000, nigga. Came from the house, nigga. Break some racks, I got money powder, nigga. Bro, you gon' break, you ain't gon' keep it silent, nigga. Throw rocks out his hand, he gon' go tweet about it, nigga. Break some racks, I got that money powder, nigga. I knew about my before I seen Cyrus, nigga. Oh, you on protein, I'm on a lean diet, nigga. You can't tell me about these drugs if you ain't tried, nigga. Can't complain about that weed if you ain't buy it.
Can't complain about that weed if you ain't buying it. Look at all these kids in chat. Oh my god. All these kids making me feel old.
I'm a young nigga, but my pocket's old. Never lifted weights in my life, but my pocket's swole. I pop pills, don't do cocaine, I'm not a no stuff. Pussy nigga talk shit, bitch, you need a muscle.
You need a
muscle. Put that shit together.
Oh, yeah. Brought that bass back in.
I got on meat boots, I got on butters. My team making plays, touchdown, we don't need to huddle. Can't lay up after we fuck on one cuddle. Niggas ain't having that much. My money is stretch from Georgia to Cali. Murder bitch, 6 need 10.
Finally some unk. You guys are fucking cracking me up. Somebody else is old in chat.
Hollywood bitch, yeah, she look like him. He was turned up, then we turned down his light, goddamn.
I like 2000. How were the dinosaurs? Oh, fucking shit's funny. I like 2000. He didn't do it at the very end, but like midway through the track, when the beat loop was coming around and they were really hammering those bass, he was popping off a bit on his vocals. He was kind of hitting with that loop structure, which is cool. When I made my first million, I instantly got a million problems. Sounds fun. I think the hard part is making money, but then also being involved in a business where you have to interact with a lot of people. That would make it hard. Making $1 million and doing something where you don't have to talk to anybody, that's the fucking dream, right? I got my money. I don't have to fucking deal with anything. I can do whatever I want. Awesome. Yesterday, I'll leave a little tidbit for everybody. I got to rehear the song called 99 Problems, but a Bitch Ain't One, because yesterday I did a recording for a reaction to the Blakk album by Jay-Z. So that is currently in the vault. So that's nice. That's the first thing I thought of when he said, when I made my first million, I instantly got a million problems. Yeah, I like 2000. All right, let's keep going. Only a couple tracks left, right? Am I right? We're on to Evolution now. 3 songs left. So far, I won't say anything. Let's keep going. We'll just keep going. We got Legion producing this one. This is called Evolution. It's track 20. It's a 3-minute run. And here we go. Drop it in. Track 20.
Gotta put it in, just get it where your Porsche.
Wow.
This shit is expensive, my outfit costs so forest. Shot in need a sponsor, ain't doing no endorse. Swaggy bought out more, bitches evolution. I built the empire.
Kind of back with that wall of sound.
Ain't no nigga fly, my G6 right now booty.
Especially this like really fucking distorted like.
Nigga, I'm a elusive. Can't no nigga fuck with me. I'm so Rokkstar, but ain't no punk in me. This hoe a pod star, make her sing. Me and gang just like a sports team, tryna win a championship ring. Green diamonds, I go goblin. Snotty mouth, I'm a homicide. These niggas whole game full of bitches.
Ken sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm cool with Evolution. Fucking guy. Oh my god. He's gonna be fucking out of breath doing this one live. This will be hard live. Cancel me now, fucking East White. This is a fucking mega Evolution. I build an empire. I pleasure like Lucius. Ain't no nigga flyer. I'm on G6 right now, booty. Ain't no nigga higher. My neck on water cruising. Yeah, see that earlier, for those of you who are still, you know, if you were here there in the beginning, we were kind of getting a little cranky about the fade outs, especially on, which was the one where the fade out was just upsetting. Was it LiveLeak? I think it was LiveLeak. Very upsetting. Don't fade out on that shit. These last couple tracks, they just been fucking end. They just end, and it's so much more crisp. Yeah, okay, LiveLeak. I was actually right. I'm surprised I remember that. It's pretty good. And welcome. Too Cold For You. First time chatter. You caught yourself a stream. Good for you. Well done. These just end it. Just clip it like that. That's perfect. Just shut it down. Don't fucking fade out. When you're cranking this energy, man, don't fade out, in my opinion, and I kind of in chat's opinion too. It's strange. It just, to me, it feels counterintuitive to the energy. You know, when you're just fucking go, 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 go. Don't just play like, I'm going, I'm going. No, fucking shut it down. Done. Like that. Clean cut. 2 tracks left. I'm surprised. This album is holding on at the end. I gotta tell you, the first couple tracks when we started, because the first 3 are like, oh geez, first 3, 4 kind of sound pretty similar. I was like, there's no fucking way this album's gonna hold me for an hour. No way. But I'm surprised. This has actually held me for an hour. We got 2 more. This is called Ghoul. We got Pierre Bourne producing. All right, Pierre Bourne production. This is track 21 called Ghoul. Dropping in. Here we go. All right. I like the dun 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 dun. I like Yo Pierre. Nice hit. I like the tempo, a little bit slower tempo. Yo, best whore, couldn't compete with mine. Yo, best fit, couldn't compete with mine. This model bitch say she need the line, she ain't talking about drink. I'm in New York, I can make Harlem shake. Bitch, nice. Not too, no debate. AP factory diamonds, I bust the face. Ken picked up the pace. No comparison. This is fucking cool, dude, man. This is cool. This little sound effect that sounds like a scream. I like it. Oh, that's your girl, nigga. We go way back. Caught the walk by the cases, 12 pack. I got court there, down rocking black slack. I got everything illegal in my backpack. Send that bitch, you gon' sack your quarterback. 101 for me, I ordered. Oh, fucking cool. Cool production. Got a little ass, but she's super slim. Skinny bitch with a butt, yeah, I'm room for them. It's forever fuck you up, you ain't room for us. Kid, cut your body up, it's cold cut. Nigga squirrels, they be. These little sound effects put such a cool fucking vibe over the track. Like creepy shit. Dude, Ken Carson's just been fucking on a tear this whole run. I was 19 with a Glock COVID. That's a Glock 19. He has to explain the line. That's great. This is fucking legit, man. This is a great song. It's just kind of sinister, man. It's kind of cold.
I'm in all black, all black, all black, all black, all black.
Yeah. I like that one. I like that one, man. That's just fucking cool. Something I enjoyed about that was when it first kind of started rolling with the beat, and I was like, okay, it's a little bit slower tempo. And initially, Ken started on a slower tempo. I was like, oh, okay, he's going to kind of do this like just dialed back, kind of like this haunting, stalking presence type of like flow. But no, he's like, nah, just cranked it up and just went, like just went tearing through there the whole fucking way. He didn't really back off until the very end. That was fucking great. Somebody had a question here about, when do I think I'll drop the Blakk reaction, the Blakk album reaction? It might be next Friday. It's recorded. It's not edited or anything ready to go. I have that, and I have MF Doom, The Mouse and the Mask. Those two are in the vault right now. But next weekend is Easter weekend, so we got a lot of stuff going on then. And then all the stuff with the house has been like at a standstill. But I think next week it might. I don't know when the fuck it's going to start it. But at minimum, next weekend's Easter weekend, so we'll be busy. So it'll probably be next Friday, Blakk album reaction. And that kind of makes sense too. It's been a while since Jay-Z and some old head shit, right? Is that what they say these days? Is Jay-Z officially like old head now? I don't know. Cool track. Ghoul. Well done. Pure Born production. Well done. And Ken Carson too, man. He fucking went on a tear. He went on a tear through that track. That was legit. This is something too where another reason why I wanted to listen to this album is because, this is what the fucking teenagers are listening to. It's just garbage, trash, fucking, right? That's what all the old heads are saying, right? But I kind of feel bad because people who don't like this, then they don't listen to it. And because they don't listen to it, they don't give people like Ken Carson credit. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's cracking off these amazing lyrics and these complicated rhyming schemes. But I feel like he's putting in the work. Like, Ken Carson is not fucking slouching through this album at all. He's been putting in the work, in my opinion. He sounds good. He's matching the energies of the tracks. There's a lot of tracks where it's just a fucking verse and he's just tearing through the whole fucking track, top to bottom. So it bums me out when people talk shit on the music that they don't listen to because they don't like it, but they don't like it because they don't listen to it, and they don't listen to it. And they don't like it because they don't understand it and all that other shit. Like, I feel like Ken Carson, I don't know what people say about him in terms of like flow, but I'm really appreciating what he's doing on this track. He's doing a great job. Or on this album, he's doing a great job. Great job. Pop out in an opium fit at the concert. Yeah. I would feel odd dressing that way. Like on one hand, I think it'd be cool and people would really enjoy it. But on the other hand, I get very weary of the people who try to fit in. Like it makes, what's that fucking meme with the guy and the skateboard? Hello, fellow high schoolers or whatever. Like, it feels like that. I don't want to be that, right? So I'd rather just show up with my fucking shirt and people know who I am and then it's call it a day. But it would be funny to roll in there all vamped out, right? Oh, shit. All right, there's one more track. This is the 22nd track. This is Off the Meter. We got Ken Carson, Playboy Cardi, Destroy Lonely. Producers are Starboy, Out of Town, Gabe, and DJ Moon. This is the final track. All of Cardi's dancers are bald. You'd fit in right away. Okay, great. Final track, Off the Meter. Final track off More Chaos. Been a pretty good album, in my opinion. First listen, honestly, I'm impressed. So this is better than I thought it was going to be. I'm enjoying this more than I thought. So here we go. Final track, Off the Meter. Here we go. Kind of like a lighter sound.
I'm pouring this lean up. I got ace and I'm promethazine up. My bitch better sleep on my codeine up.
I like this sound that's going around.
Yeah, do the dash was I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the dash was I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the dash was I'm off for the meter.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom.
do the dash was I'm off for the meter. Do the dash was I'm off for the meter. Do the dash was I'm off it. I leave that boy there, put him in the coffin.
Ken sounds different here.
And I'm fly as hell,
He sounds different.
I'm in Atlanta on the south side with a bitch who don't do this often. I'm fucking this bitch at 3:16 a.m. I feel like Steve Austin. No, we don't give a fuck, bitch. We don't give a damn. My niggas be bossing. My young niggas pulling up with sticks, shooting out the lamb. Don't care what it
Wow, this is like
my young bitches pulled up and
chilled out.
Don't give a damn. Told her take it off. Every time you see me on my blick, I don't give a damn. I'ma fuck your bitch. I don't give a damn. Hop in the whip, press the gas and I'm speeding. Lil' vamp, bitches, she dressed in that belt. Yeah, I let that little hoe cause she so damn evil. Lil' bitch, I'm high and I eat it. Slide on that boat with that Glock with that bean. Knockers lights out, young nigga good eat. I need more cuts, bitch, yeah, we pouring a lean. Okay, she bad, she a teaser. But I get stiff on that hoe and she say that I mean. I spent $400 on my teasers. Rick on my shoes and my motherfucking jeans, though. And she said that
Short Lonely going off a bit. I don't know if I've heard him before.
I get fly smoking inside not cut. Hit that bitch in the back of the big body. He talk down a nigga, he get dip body. I'm pulling this lean up. I got
That's a quick little verse, man. He tore right through that.
Not go done, I pull out the race. Me and my son, stop playing with the set. I get your head done. Have you laid in dirt, you don't need to go find. He slip on me, don't need coupon. He slip, he ran, he try to run. Yeah, coulda get ready with that gun. I bust a jug, once a mine. Throw it back, I make a jump. Let's go.
I'm pulling this lean up. I got
That's cool. Cool track. It's so chill compared to the rest of the album. Yeah, I like this. I like this one too, man. I like this one. And then that's the fucking album. Wow. So you guys were saying this initially it was not on here. Initially it had 21 tracks. Because I think Ghoul makes great as a closer. And this one does feel like kind of like a bonus thrown on at the end. 30 minutes after he dropped, it got an hour later it got added. Okay, interesting. So it's just like it's almost like it feels like a bonus. Yeah, it is a bonus. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not specifically detailed on Spotify as bonus, but it does feel like a bonus. Wow, man. Goddamn. Y'all? I gotta tell you, this morning, yesterday I put on A Great Chaos. I listened to it. I was like, okay. And then this morning I listened to it again. Okay. And then I listened to I Am Music, my set list, my playlist of it, which I think is 22 tracks in like an hour. And I like I Am Music. I like that track listing, the one that I made. And I was like, I was on the fence. Do I listen to the Ken Carson album or not? And I was like, part of me was like, I don't. The old head part of me, right? I was like, I don't want to. Oh, it's going to sound all the same. And he's just going to be talking about all the same stupid shit that those guys always talk about, right? I was going through that a little bit. But then I was thinking, well, yeah, but I should like challenge that, right? Isn't that the whole point of the channel is like, don't have an opinion about the music until you fucking listen to it, right? That's the whole point. It's the whole point. And I was thinking too, do I really want to be that guy who's like, oh God, this shit. We haven't even listened to it yet. And like, no. And then of course, getting on Twitter a little bit and looking and like people are saying, it's just best album ever. It's shit. Music clears. This is better than music. Like all these, just all the opinions, right? Every opinion you can imagine. They're all out there. I was like, all right, I just want to listen to it. Let's listen to it, right? Let's give it a fair shot. And I got to tell you, at first, those first couple of songs, like I like Lord of Chaos. Xposed, oof. I wish that song was not on here. I would remove Xposed. And I would remove, I think it was Inferno. Is Inferno the one that's like all kind of oddly muted? Not Thanks. It wasn't Thanks. It was Inferno, I believe. I would remove Inferno. I would remove those two tracks. Because Inferno, or maybe it was Psycho. Maybe it was Psycho. Did Filthy do Psycho? No. It was Inferno. Yeah. Because the next one, Thanks, night and day difference in terms of the audio quality, in terms of how Ken Carson sounds and how the production sounds. I would remove those 2 tracks. I would remove Inferno and I would remove Xposed, and that would make it 20 songs minus where'd it go? 2.5 minutes and 4 minutes, 7 minutes. Let's say 7 minutes. It'd be 20 songs at 53 minutes. If this album were 20 songs at 53 minutes, it's pretty good in my opinion. Honestly, man, like we go through a drop, we go through a fucking tear. K-Hole, Trap Jump, Blakk Rokkstar, LiveLeak, Diamonds, fucking bangers. That whole run through there. Dismantled is good. And then we drop off a bit. 200 Kash and Down to Earth, we like take a break, catch our breath. Confetti, it kind of comes up a little bit, not a lot. And then Naked, he almost gets like vulnerable. Ken Carson does a little bit. Kryptonite's pretty catchy with the Yaz going on. Psycho was cool. Thanks is cool. And then it rounds out 2000 Evolution. Ghoul is great. Off of me. Y'all, in my opinion, first listen, in my opinion, this album is stronger than I Am Music, in my opinion, on first listen. I think it's put together better. I think it's assembled with a little bit more care, a little bit more thought out about how it flows versus I Am Music. It's just like, here's a song. Oh, we have a transition that we fucked up. We didn't do the transition right. Like what? You know? I think this one put together better. I like that it's a slightly shorter runtime than I Am Music. Yeah, that's pretty fucking solid. Like, honestly, and look, I'm not a huge fan of A Great Chaos. I was cool with it. You know, 2 times I listened to it today and yesterday. All right, it was fine. You know, I wasn't like super into it. There is one song I always skip. I'm just not into it. I don't remember which one. I think this is better than A Great Chaos. It just feels more refined. Yeah, feels more refined. Yeah, I think pretty fucking good, man. I am not going to do the music video for Money's Spread. No, I don't really want to. I saw, people post shit on Twitter all the time, right? And that's where I glance around a little bit. And there's like a 20-second snippet. And he's got his money. Okay, great. I don't care about that. Whatever. I'm not too worried about the music video. Bjork. So Rodeo, I've got Bjork. I've got, Vespertine. I've got that one written down. That will probably be my next non-hip hop reaction. I almost did the new, Black Country New Road, I think, album. That came out last week. I almost sat down with that today. But I was like, I don't want to push the non-hip hop envelope too hard. I want to stay in the hip hop lane. I want to stay in that one. I don't know about you guys. The people talking shit on this album, I kind of feel, a lot of people are talking shit on I Am Music, and there's some flaws there. It's not amazing. It's fine. It's solid. I really like my arranged playlist more. But I felt like the criticisms that album was getting, I Am Music, I was like, do you even like trap? Like, I feel like you're complaining about an album because it's in a genre you don't like anyway. And the people complaining about this album, maybe people are getting old, maybe it's happening. They're like, oh, this new shit sucks. It's finally happening to them. Because in my opinion, if you sit down and listen to it and give it a fair shot, Ken's doing the work, production's doing the work. There's a couple songs that miss, in my opinion, but overall, man, this is a pretty solid album. What's the Skywater reaction? Lone and Kenny may have collab tape dropping this year. If you don't like Ken, you're hating. 7 out of 10. I don't know. I always stay away from the number ratings because, in my opinion, the people who care about the number ratings, they fix on it so much, and it's just like obnoxious. Like poor Fantano. I mean, he does a lot of things where he kind of stirs shit up on purpose, I think. But at the same time, like, the reason why I don't like doing numbers, one is the obsessive fixation people have. But also, if I give an album a 7.4, then that means any album that gets a 7.5 or higher is better. And now there's always this like, oh, so this is better than... And I don't like... That shit is so annoying. It's so annoying to me. I like to enjoy music. And... one thing with this album, people are immediately comparing it to I Am Music and A Great Chaos. And it's like, I don't need to compare this album to anything else. I compare this album to itself. Does it do what it's trying to do? Does it pull off what it seems to be trying to pull off? And in my opinion, yes. Yes, this album is doing what it's trying to do. It's doing it pretty well. It doesn't really have that many misses. There's 2 tracks I would remove out of 22. That's pretty good. A 20 out of 22. That's a pretty good score right there, in my opinion. You know. Wow. Yeah. Good shit, man. Good shit. Destroy Lonely. Asking about Destroy Lonely. Every time Fantana rates an album higher than a 6, everyone goes and sees about it. For being better than Twist Fantasy, right? Dude, even the NFR guys, when they had him on, they just couldn't let go that he gave Dark Twisted Fantasy a 6. It's like, you guys, let it go. It doesn't, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Oh, fuck, man. It's funny. It's funny. Will you ever do a stream where you take chat recommendations as long as it's not self-promo? You know, I used to do singles. There were way back in the day, I would do like singles reactions and stuff. But I found now that I have a harder time reacting to singles because, especially if it's like artist to artist to artist to artist to artist, like it's so much jumping around where, you know, with this album specifically, I remember it was a good 5 or 6 songs before I said, oh, wow, I'm starting to get used to Ken Carson's style. You know, I need time to settle into a sound and a style. And so if I bounce from single to single, it's tough. It's a challenge for me. And I kind of don't like it, honestly. I don't like it. If you ever react to Destroy Lonely, do No Stylist. It's the best album. All right. Well, I'll have to put it on the list. The ever-growing, constantly evolving, expanding list. It's really fascinating how I've listened to all this music and there's still all this music to listen to. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. When will this reaction be up on YouTube? Probably, I'd say in about 4 or 5 hours from now. I gotta do all my compressing and editing and all that kind of shit. So it'll take some time, and uploads and, you know, timestamp. It takes a little bit of time. All right, y'all. That was surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. I am surprised. I am surprised by how much I enjoyed that album. Pretty good. I disagree with the people who are talking shit on it. I think if they're talking shit on it, they probably only heard like the first 3 or 4 songs and then went, oh my fucking God, it all sounds the same. Which in the first 3 or 4 songs, I think that criticism is valid. But when you break through and you get into Trap Jump, Blakk Rokkstar, LiveLeak, Diamonds, and then hell, even Down to Earth, Confetti, Naked, Kryptonite, 2000, Thanks. Like the album changes. It takes a little bit, I feel like, for the album to get into its stride, but this is a pretty good album, in my opinion. Pretty fucking good. Nerd albums, Jacket, man, it's so cool. You can appreciate shit like this, how you interact with the music. It is fun. It is fun, man. I appreciate the comment. It's hard. Sometimes it's really hard to have an open mind. Sometimes it's hard to like tell this part of the brain, no, shut up. Just listen and try and appreciate what's happening. I think for me, it helped early to be like, imagine this in a live setting. All the sound, all the people. That really helped in the early portion of the album. But then the rest, honestly, the album itself got its own feet underneath it and then took off and did well on its own. Okay. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I think I'm going to stop here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. And, yeah. Oh, I should stop the recording here. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, Patreon. Stop the recording.